All right, well, our final game for the semifinals match, we've got Ammi on the play.
A lot of evil versus evil.
Yes, exactly. Leading off with the Windswept Heath and then cracking the fetch on Mikol's end step after having him play the Swamp. Unfortunately for Micol, no turn 1 discard spell to be able to get rid of whatever Eldrazi menace is sure to be coming soon on Ammi's side. Maybe Mikol's probably saving up, get his Gatekeeper value on. Okay, Victim of Night, not bad. Removal spell that hits everything in Ammi's deck. Okay. Here we go. 3 mana. One of them being the Painland, so we can cast that Eldrazi Displacer. It's certainly a late Noble Hierarch, if that's possible. And we've got the Eldrazi Displacer in hand. But, of course, knowing the contents of Mikol's deck, we are pretty well aware that we're going to probably have a removal spell coming down. Instead, deciding to lead with the Engineer Explosives on 3. We've seen this strategy from Ammi before, and makes sense. It gets rid of the problem permanents being Phyrexian Arena and Liliana.
Definitely.
Yeah. And it was Phyrexian Arena that really won Micol the game last time. It kind of drew him out of his lack of cards. And whoa, wow, we've got a grip there. Pretty expensive, too. I've seen a Phyrexian Obliterator. We've got Gary.
Oh, and he ditches a Gary. All right.
I had to go to discard. Oh, dear. This is not the way we want to have the semifinals go. And interestingly enough, Ammi playing the Engineer Explosives on 3 is what caused Micol to have to go to discard in the first place. Micol has a Victim of Night, which I'm more than sure he would have cast at the end step, and then been able to draw a card and not have to discard. But now we're in the position where, well,
Got a lot to come back from now.
Yep, exactly. Victim of Night is certainly now able to be played, so if nothing else, Micol won't have to discard next turn. But I'm guessing the optimum play here, if he has a Gatekeeper in hand and decided to not play it as a 2/2, which I believe he probably would have, means that, yep, killing something here and then playing a Gatekeeper next turn, we'll be able to get the other creature. But I don't think that we had a Gatekeeper.
Shrine.
Yep. Well, here we go.
And
Playing the arena into the unblown up Engineered Explosives is a little bit risky, but trying to force Ammi's hand early makes sense. Oh, and we've got a Reader for Batterskull. Having it a little bit ahead of schedule. The 4/4 Germ. Well, the Germ is a 1/1 or 0/0, but the Batterskull giving it lifelink and vigilance and +4/+4 makes it a big threat. It's a lot bigger than a lot of the stuff on Mikol's side of the field.
Especially with that Noble Hierarch dumping that up to 5.
Oh, yeah. Dear. So a creature that attacks as a 5/5 with lifelink and blocks as a 4/4 with lifelink is going to be difficult to overcome. This is
especially when you're already taking 2 from Phyrexian Arena.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay. The first couple times I take damage from Phyrexian Arena, I'm not all too upset because of the card advantage.
With something on the field, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Of note, right now the Nykthos doesn't net any mana. In fact, it's -1 mana if he were to activate its ability. So it's got to get at least another couple things onto the battlefield before it actually starts to be up mana. But his grip full of cards and not...
Probably a lot of 3 drops.
Yeah.
This is why he's probably holding on to this.
Yes, exactly. So, such a rough spot to be in. And you're right. We've probably got some number of Lilianas and maybe even another arena, but just playing it into that Engineered Explosives.
Asking for trouble.
Yeah. Micol has to do that kind of fine dance of putting enough pressure, maybe even in the 3-drop slot, to kind of force Ammi to blow up the Engineered Explosives sooner rather than later, but also making sure that there's enough of something in the background to be able to come back from losing potentially multiple permanents. It's a rough spot to be in. But we see 3 mana being tapped. Oh, Fulminator Mage. Okay. Okay. Well, that's actually not too bad. He can, we have the potential interesting line of play of blocking the Germ token, and then before damage happens, sacking the Fulminator Mage to destroy a land, so Ammi doesn't get the...
But no, we're going to go ahead and blow it up. So in response, we're going to go ahead and take land. After he's already tapped down 2?
Yep. Oh, yeah, get rid of the white source.
Definitely. Don't need any blinking effects.
No. Yeah, well, the Noble Hierarch might have a word with you regarding the blinking effects. Being able to tap for white mana. No.
You know what? She's just sitting over there all quiet and pretty.
Yeah, certainly, given the contents, though, or given the deck construction Mickol's put forward, being able to... Oh, and there's an Eldrazi Displacer. But he's certainly one to be able to draw a bunch of removal spells, and they all hit the... Every single one of them hits the Noble Hierarch. So... Okay, well, we're at 5 mana, so he's safely in the territory where he's likely to be able to double spell, which is how he's gonna have to be able to get back into this game. The Eldrazi Displacer is certainly not the card that you want to be able to see when Ammi can be attacking for 5 each turn. The Eldrazi Displacer being able to blink the permanents, but...
Victim of Night will definitely take care of that. I'm sorry.
Victim of Night. Victim of Night. But like we said, being able to double spell, that's incredibly clutch here. Oh, no. Oh, this is so rough. That Nykthos is actually showing its slight downside, not being able to tap for black mana right now. If he blocks with the Relentless Dead, it dies. He's not able to spend black mana to be able to return it to his hand, because that Nykthos is not a swamp, or doesn't currently produce black mana.
So take 5 here and get some beats back on the snapback. Or hold it up for...
Yeah, just to be able to block.
And then it does count to devotion, so nothing can happen to it.
Yeah. Right now, he's kind of just lightly treading water. Precarious position. Any land means that Ammi can start smashing realities. And, oh, dear.
Oh, and there goes the life back up. So, had him at 1, back up to 6. Mickol's at 8 now.
Yeah.
Well, and a Mind Stone and a spell.
Actually, Ammi is now at 29.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the life totals have come full circle. Or pardon me, it's not 29. It's
26.
Yeah, it's something much higher than that. He's hit with the Battle Skull twice, and he's only taken a point of damage or so.
No, all the fetches and stuff. So.
Yeah. So it's only a couple points of damage. 27 maybe. Yes. Okay. Math is hard. But Mickle was able to get through that turn with still having the Relentless Dead and a Swamp open. So Relentless Dead makes a not too bad blocker. And he's still able to double spell with all the mana that he has available. And if the creature's cheap enough and provides enough devotion, we can really start getting that Nykthos online and being able to start generating additional mana. And assuming he's got the cards in hand, this is when Mickle can start to explode. And there we go. That's certainly a card. He has to fade a path to... well, that says no. I was going to say he has to fade a path to exile for a turn to be able to disincentivize Ammi from attacking in because the Phyrexian Obliterator would just block. I would, if I was in Mickel's position, I'd gladly trade my Phyrexian Obliterator for a Germ token and 5 permanents on Ammi's side. But... yeah, just if Mickle is able to get his devotion count up a couple more and get a Grey Merchant in, he's certainly back into this game. It's going to be a long slog to hit Ammi down from now what's probably going to be 31. But...
I mean, he's come back before, so...
Yeah, definitely. And his deck, once it kind of establishes somewhat... It's interesting, it can kind of play that controlling role. And once it gets there and just is able to just beat down and remove some of your opponent's creatures, the gatekeepers, and then maybe even land a Liliana and be able to minus and get back, like a Grey Merchant, then it can just take over the game quickly. But we're in that stage of the game where Well, Ammi's board kind of looks like Micol's did in some of his previous games, where it's just like dominating. And, well, we also have the requisite kind of 5 mana to be able to cast Reality Smashers. Plus Eldrazi Displacers being just 1 mana off. And unless Micol can remove it now, if Ammi gets to untap, then, well, being able to blink any of Micol's creatures is... Well, let's just say it's a little bit detrimental to Micol's life total.
Being that he's only at 3. So here we are on the untap. We've got the draw.
Oh, Micol keeping him close to his chest, giving us the.
Let us see. Something.
3 mana. Liliana, maybe. Geralf's Messenger. Okay. Well, yeah. 2 damage. Nykthos is net mana now, so that's good.
5.
It generates 5 mana here. Grey Merchant.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay. We could
Gain some
possibly.
life back.
Oh, and the path in response. He still gains 5.
So at least we're back up to 8.
Yes. He gains 5 and drains for 5. But I believe that leaves him at dead unless the last card in hand is something like a Fatal Push. And even then, actually, the Spellskite can just redirect the Fatal Push to itself. Ammi just on his turn blinks the Haunted Dead or Relentless Dead and attacks for 8. No, it's only 7.
Yeah.
It's only 7 because there's no Exalted. Oh, wow, Micol might have a chance for this. Oh,
No.
well, okay. It's still 7. It's still only 7. Micol has 1 turn after this. And he has to be able to
and
deal
that's
with... Yep. Oh, he just has a land in hand. Well, it was a good run. Good run by Micol. He made it to Game 3.
Game 3,
the deciding match of the semifinals. It looks like we're going to be seeing Ammi in the finals here. And we'll see how the rest of the matches kind of turned up. Yeah, how it panned up. It actually looks like Seahawk and Will met in the semifinals, but there was a concession to Will because I think Will's going to Grand Prix Las Vegas, which this Grand Prix trial feeds into. And, well, his friend Seahawk says, hey, I want to get you some buys. So it looks like we might be seeing a Bant Eldrazi kind of with some spice of Batterskull and Emrakul versus Mono White Death and Taxes. How you feeling about that?
That could be very interesting.
Yeah, I mean...
There's a lot of answers in Will's deck for creatures coming down, so...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and, well, Eldrazi are kind of just big and scary, and sometimes they don't really care about the taxing effects.
It's true.
Yeah. So we're certainly...
Especially when they're out.
Yeah, exactly. We're in for certainly a super exciting finals, and we'll see you there.